Hey, welcome back. It's Facts with Hidden Currents, and I am here to do Mercury retrograde messages for all the signs. Apparently I can't say retrograde without stumbling over that, so we're just going to pretend like it doesn't happen, okay? I'm really excited because I'm going to use my Rider-Waite. I have been using it to do a card a day for like the last 78 days. I just finished that project, so I hadn't been able to use it for my videos, so I'm going to use it for this, and I'm super psyched. This is actually going to be the first time I'm shuffling it since I finished that project. So kind of a momentous occasion. So we're going to start. Mercury retrograde started today or late last night, depending on where you're at. And it goes until the 18th with post shadow lasting until I believe November 2nd. It's retrograde in the sign of Libra, which is a cardinal sign. So we'll do cardinal signs first. If you're not familiar with Mercury retrogrades, don't be scared of them. They happen all the time. So chances are good you've gone through a ton of them without even knowing, right? Mercury goes retrograde 3 times a year. And it's usually just a time of reviewing, reassessing, pausing to look at what's working and what's not working, and how you can more effectively communicate, let things go. Some things do fall away. Mercury retrogrades tend to bring to the surface things that aren't working. So if something comes up for you during a Mercury retrograde period, it's something that's been simmering for a while. And I have tended to notice, let me know if this applies for you too. Usually it's something that happened during the last retrograde period. Something comes up for me, it's usually something that I was dealing with about 3 months prior. If I hadn't properly addressed it last time, it comes back around. I am a native retrograde Mercury. I was born during a Mercury retrograde, so my experience might be different than yours. Some people, have an easier go with it. Some people don't. All right, cardinal signs. We're going to start with you. So that's Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. What's coming up during this Mercury retrograde in Libra? All right, here we go. We'll start with one card. I'll clarify as needed. Cardinal signs. Here's what you got. Ace of Swords. I love that. Because Ace of Swords, it's the air element, so it's all about, swords is the air element. So it's all about communication and insights, and especially the ace. It's like light bulb, it's inspiration, insight, really clear seeing, really like clear comprehension of whatever your situation is. It's like something that cuts through all of the, the dross and and it's, here's my big old sword, and I'm going to cut out anything that's not working for me anymore because I see it so clearly. And it could also be like, if you really utilize this time and you slow down and you respond before you react, you can actually have really clear communication during a retrograde if you're aware of your patterns. I'm going to clarify this. I'm going to see what we're getting clarity about during this retrograde, cardinal signs. And it's got the crown on it, and your crown chakra, it's like, yeah, thinking, intuitive downloads, sudden insights, inspiration. But that's like 15 cards. That's too many. Nope. One at a time, please. And it's like the hand coming from the sky. It's really like it's being handed to you. It just kind of comes like it's like down from above. It comes out of nowhere. And you just... What is this Ace of Swords about for Mercury retrograde for cardinal signs? There it is. See it? What is it? Oh, I saw it. Did you see it? Death. Woo! That's a powerful combo. You're really going to start to see why you've had to undergo some of the changes that you've had to go through recently. Anything that's passed away, anything that has transformed radically a situation, yourself, a relationship, your whole entire life. I think you're going to finally maybe be seeing or be shown why that had to work out the way that it did. Maybe, you know, death is metamorphosis. It's change. It's very drastic change. And it's letting go. And where was I going with that? Sometimes when that happens, it's very hard because we don't see the big picture. We don't understand why we're going through these losses or these changes or these dramatic shifts. And it can be very destabilizing. But I think maybe you're going to get some answers. And that, maybe answers you've been waiting on for a while, possibly. Because death, like this could be something that's been dead for a long time. Yeah, I like that for you. So be open to that. Be open to receiving that insight, that information, that clarity, and be open to participating in that too, and watch for, because you know, swords can go they're double-edged, right? You can hurt and heal with the sword. So watch out for your own reactivity. Watch out for your own patterns of communication that you use to like cut or harm, because we all do it. And that awareness is especially crucial when Mercury is retrograde. And if you want this clarity about this death, this shift, this change, watch out. Like be willing to give it as well as receive it. I like that for you. Let me know what happens. All right, next up, we just did cardinal signs. Let's do mutable signs because I feel like it. Mutable signs. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mercury sign, whatever you feel like doing. Mercury retrograde messages. All right, one more shuffle. One more, I think. Okay, ready? Oh, mutable signs are Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces, by the way. Let's do it. Eight of Wands. Incoming. Eight of Wands is something on the move very fast, and it's usually like a message, some kind of message, usually. That could be anything. That could be a message from a certain someone. That could be you sending that message. You really got to say something. That could be a present in the mail. It could be a message from the universe or your guides or whatever you happen to believe in. It could be, let's clarify and see. Something is on the move. Something is moving very quickly, which is funny because retrogrades are usually not a time to move quickly, or when things are moving quickly. Usually it's the opposite. So let's see what this is about. Mutable signs. This card always reminds me of like archery, or like, you know, those scenes in like movies when there's like a bunch of archers and they all shoot the arrows and they like go and they like block out the sun. It's just, that's what I always think of when I see this. Like you can see it coming. You're like, you know. That's what I always think of. Okay, what is this Eight of Wands about? So this could be something that you want. It could be something that you don't want. I don't know. Let's see. Let's get a clarifying card. Eight of Wands. What's coming in? What's on the move? What is headed our way with haste. I got 2. I don't like that. No thanks. One at a time, please. One at a time. Let's try it again. Sometimes I will take them if I feel like, okay, this is right. Most times I don't if I get more than one at a time. It's like, okay. More wands. 4 of Wands, which is homecoming. So literally somebody might just be traveling home during the retrograde. Somebody might be coming home. Or to a place that feels like home. Because home is not, for some people it's a place. For some people it's a person. For some people it's a state of mind. A lot of times when I get 4 of Wands, I think about coming home to ourselves. About how when you cultivate a home inside of yourself, sometimes we might get lost. We might fly around, you know, but ultimately you can come home to your secure base, yourself. But it's happy though, because remember I said, like, what is this 8 of Wands about? Is it something that we don't even want? It's definitely something that we want, because this is 4 of Wands it's a celebration. It's a ritual. It's so many people that are happy that you're back. It's like, you know, when you go away to college and you come home and everyone's like, yay! Or you've been traveling a long time and you come back and everyone's so excited to see you. Or, you know, when people get married and everyone's like super psyched for them and it's a big party. It's good. It's really good. It feels like, and it's interesting that this is a 4 and this is an 8, because 4 is half of an 8. So like other half stuff, maybe. That's kind of what I got from that. So, and with retrogrades, a lot of times past energies do return. And I know that we all say like, don't text your ex and blah, blah, blah. It could be any kind of past energy. It could be a scenario that you habitually encounter that you haven't resolved yet. So that could be coming back for you. It could be something from when you were growing up that you continue to do. Some kind of, because yeah, this is about the home, which is about your roots, right? It's gonna happen fast though, possibly impulsively. So watch out for that. Watch out for doing anything impulsively during a retrograde. Like, I mean, in general, right? Sometimes doing stuff impulsively, it works out real well. Other times, especially during a retrograde, it's not going to serve you very well. Especially with it being Wands, which is like passion and fire and occasionally temper. Like, this almost looks like an attack on here. So if somebody's coming for you, you know what I mean? I have like a phrase in my head, and I'm like, home field advantage. Like, you might have the home field advantage, especially if you have like a secure base inside yourself and they're trying to like, I hope that made sense. I'm not sure that it did. Look out for that during the retrograde though. Good luck. Let me know what happens with that. Mutable signs. Fixed signs. It's your turn now. Fixed signs are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Fixed signs. Mercury retrograde messages. What do you think? What do you think is going to happen? We're not even like full day in. Have you encountered anything? All right, let's see. Pick signs, please. Let's see what we got. What we get. What we're getting. I have like almost no fixed in my chart, so. 2 cards have been coming out at once for like everybody, and I keep putting them back. I'm like, no, one at a time, please. One at a time. Maybe one day I'll be able to do You know, sometimes I do. I said that for the last group too. Sometimes I will, but not usually. That one almost did. Because for me, there's so many different ways to say the same thing in tarot. So even if I put those two cards back, I'm going to get two that were similar, or, you know, just a different wording of the same message, or those same cards might come back out if I really meant to. Ten of Wands. It's about being overburdened, right? Ten of Wands is like you've gone, you can't go, and you can go no further, right? You've taken all you could. You've done everything that you could do. You have so much. You're carrying so much for yourself and for other people. You can't even see where you're going. This guy is like struggling to take his next step because he's just trying to be so strong. He's like, no, I got it. This is fine. This is totally fine. I can keep doing this. Mercury retrograde is going to show you how this is not sustainable. It's going to show you what you need to put down, what you need to let go, where you need to lighten the load a little bit. Because Ten of Wands is just not, and it's a 10. It's the end of the wand suit before you get into the court cards. So it's really like, this is it. This is the end of the line. If this guy keeps going like this, he's going to hurt himself, you know? Let's get so there's some kind of situation maybe where you're feeling overburdened, you're feeling like you're doing all the work, you're feeling like you're taking everything on for everyone, trying to be strong, trying to hold it together, trying to and it's, something's got to give. Let's see. Let's get a clarifier for that. Some burdens we bear willingly, right? There's some things that we do because we want to, right? We care for the people we care about. We take things on because it makes us feel good, or it's helpful to someone else, or, you know, we want to be there, or we realize that. I think sometimes about like weightlifting when I think of the Ten of Wands, because that's how you build strength, right? Is through resistance. Sometimes it is necessary to trudge on just a little more, just go a little bit further, because then the next time you'll be able to go just a little bit further. But also you have to know when to rest. Now, clarifier for the Ten of Wands for my fixed signs for Mercury retrograde. And like I said, you know, retrogrades are a time for slowing down and reviewing and seeing what's working and what isn't. And if you have all of these things that you're carrying, now is a great time to look at what you can put down, even if just for a little while, until you're strong enough to pick it back up again. Where are we feeling overburdened? Where are we feeling like there's so much to carry? Or what should we be putting down? Six of Wands? Six of Wands is about like victory and triumph. Winning, coming out on top. It's a hero's welcome. It's a parade. I can like hear the music and people cheering. But it's very solitary, right? They're sort of removed from everyone on the horse, all up there on their own. Like they came out on top, but they don't have anybody to share it with. Just like this Ten of Wands doesn't have anybody to share it with. This idea that you have to do it all on your own, that you have to that nobody's going to help you, that you can't rely on anybody else anyway, so you just might as well do it all yourself. That's got to go. That idea has to go, or you're going to be shown where that mindset is hurting you. It's really nice. Like, I think about achievement, and it's really nice to feel accomplished, to feel like you've achieved something. We all want that. We all strive for our goals. We all strive for our goals so that we can have this Six of Wands feeling of being accomplished, of yeah, I did it, and I did it all by myself. And but achievement's not everything. And it's okay to ask for help and to share the glory, and to give people a chance to be there for you and help you, so you don't have to do it all by yourself. Hyper independence. Let's do away with that. That's what I think for you, fixed signs, during Mercury retrograde. Pop back over maybe in like 3 weeks. Comment, let me know if any of this panned out for you, and I will see you next time. Bye.